All right, how is it going, my magnificent sons of bitches? This isn't going to be a very long video, but I decided to come back. And, I didn't watch the State of the Union, and it's probably a good thing because you can't understand half of it. It's just Joe Biden mumbling through some generic bullshit, which we obviously know is scripted, by his handlers. And, ultimately, it came off rather horrible. And so, that everybody was kind of like gritting their teeth that, you know, could be possibly, potentially, actually even remotely considered that this laughable party that is the Democrat Party, to say the least. It has to be really, really fucking embarrassing. Seeing that he got booed whenever he tried to mention that Republicans who ultimately, Medicare or not Medicare, Social Security should have been privatized a long fucking time ago. I mean, right now you have people on Social Security that are living hand to mouth. They're just going to keep on, raising the debt ceiling because you need to get your social. Wait a minute. I thought I paid into Social Security my whole life. You've been taking the goddamn money, and it constantly goes broke. This is why, having these government entities just take money from you and expecting them to deliver and anything other than kickbacks to themselves is absolutely laughable. So, a company could be held liable, the government cannot. So, uh, how's it going, Scott? Um, you know, that's the deal. That's the deal. And like a lot of these people that are, drawing Social Security right now, like I said, they're having to live hand. So the program, let's just be real. Any government program is probably going to be a very, very low quality, and that's just the way that it is. But this fucking mumbling idiot here, but they want to cut Social Security. Yeah, was absolutely cringy. But like I said, the Democrats have been kind of cringy, especially since Elon Omar finally got kicked off. Nobody cares about your impassioned pleas. Nobody wants to hear the same old fucking boring bullshit that the Democrats always spew about people of color. Can you actually get some real arguments instead of getting on the fucking House floor and throwing a tissy fit? Nobody gives a fuck what your fucking ethnicity is. Nobody cares. Do you have anything that you're going to bring of any intelligence? Fucking, then Elon Omar can go back and live in her brother's house or whatever the hell she does whenever she's not put on my damn TV to say some insipid shit about, oh, the Jews or whatever the fuck. I don't care. I've come to the conclusion that the Democrats' sole purpose of being, their whole purpose of existence on this planet, seems to make the Republicans look less stupid than the Republicans really are. Because let's be real, the fucking Republicans are not lighting the world on their fire with their intellectual rigor. You know what I'm saying? Both sides are kind of like lowering the bar. Just definitely, it's not the height of evolution, it's the height of hubris at this fucking point. And so, you know, Republicans will say some backhanded, off the wall, crazy, ridiculous shit that everybody's kind of moved past. You take it in, the Republicans trying to get on board with the Ukraine. It's a perfect fucking example. Um, so it's not like these Con Inc. people are, really getting out there. And I think that a lot of the independents are kind of, pulling their support for both parties at the end of the day. And you got your Ben Shapiro's doing their little wars with Steven Crowder, and it is what it is. It's a bunch of drama. And at the end of the day, uh, nobody cares. Everybody wants to know what's going on. Where's all this corruption? Why do we keep raising the debt ceiling? Oh well, we lowered the deficit. Lowering the fucking deficit is absolutely does absolutely fuck all if the national debt keeps going up. So who cares if you lower the deficit? It doesn't fucking matter. In the full spectrum of things, we need to lower the debt, and that ends up being the issue. We need a solid third party. Biden telling obviously lies again. It's his thing. Absolutely. And so, yeah, it was really, the motherfucker is the first person. Usually, like I said, there's really, at this point in time, he could have just sent this shit in a fucking email, zip filed this motherfucker to everybody in the Senate and everybody in the Congress and not waste people's time. What very few people that probably watch this, but not waste people's time in taking up a whole hour and a half or 2 hours or however long this thing was. I don't know because I didn't watch it. I'm just seeing clips from it, and I'm like, holy crap, this is absolutely. They just keep lowering the bar. Our government keeps lowering the bar. You know, at this freaking point in time, I believe you have to have a full lobotomy to even serve in DC. But to listen to our commander in chief mumble his way, slur his way through a speech like a freaking dementia patient, this is absolutely fucking absurd. And like it says right there in the description, I don't know who has more brain damage at this point. Is it Joe Biden or is it the people that, I mean, okay, I'll go ahead and say, yeah, maybe your voters were conned a little bit. But at this point in time, if you still claimed, I mean, I would be embarrassed if I voted for this guy. Say what you will about Trump. At least people had a reason to vote for Trump. People had a reason. There was no fucking reason why anybody would vote for Joe Biden. Nobody. You're not you're not politically intelligent. You're not being nobody's going to sit there and look at you with your little judgmental. Everybody just cringes every time you're saying one of these single issue voter type phrases that you say to everybody of why you voted for Joe Biden. You just make people cringe. You really do. Because we know you don't honestly care about those issues. I'm really starting to like Kevin McCarthy even more now. He's not my thing. He's not my cup of tea. There's probably more people more suited to get in that position. But it is what it is. I'm not a fan of California politics, whether it's Republicans or Democrats, with the way that they've drove that state into the ground. So I mean, it is what it is. Both parties right now are. I would be embarrassed to even be in this in the government right now, regardless. And I don't see anything getting any better. Not from what I'm hearing from all these Republicans that are in there, trying to go ahead and beat the wars of drums. You've already went past that fucking point. You've already went past the point of having the confidence of the United States of America get behind you on another ridiculous fucking war. You've worn out that credit card there. So, wouldn't be surprised if there isn't another little psychological operation, false flag bullshit. But I mean, it's all become so cliche right now. It has absolutely become cliche. And at this point in time, it's not a left versus right thing anymore. It really isn't. I wish I could sit there like Scott, jump on board a party, sit there and say, hey, you know what? We need to go ahead and rally support around this party because they have ideas to make the country better. They have a vision of how to make. No, everything is just wedge issues, single issues. What's your position on abortion? What's your position on gay marriage? What's your position on gun control? What's your position on taxes? That's it. It's not doing anything right now except sitting there and bickering back and forth. Absolutely not. Both parties are an absolute joke. He's the perfect face for this government right now. Absolutely the perfect face for this government because this is how you all look and sound, to be honest with you. Whether it's fucking Marjorie Taylor Greene going out there saying some ridiculous bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Um, and each side covering for ridiculous shit that each side is saying. But understand, yeah, the left can go ahead and do video after video after video saying, was that Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene? Look at what they're saying now. Oh my God. And then, but they refuse to sit there and call out fucking AOC or fucking Elon Omar or Nazi Pelosi for saying stuff totally fucking ridiculous, looking out of touch, just like the rest of them are. What was with Jill Biden kissing Douglas? I don't know. I didn't watch all that much. I just seen shit from it, and I'm like, yeah, well, this is basically like the MTV Music Awards. I'm half expecting fucking Eminem to go out there and try and fight Moby again. I seen that Biden probably didn't notice as he's mentally lost as he is. Well, she probably needs to find another man anyways, because definitely fucking Slow Joe, it probably, he's, and I'm not sure that he's, any other thing, this guy would be in a nursing home with his little bedpan and fucking people would be feeding him banana pudding, maybe with some them vanilla wafers mixed in it and whatnot. And that would be the extent of what Joe Biden's actually capable of. But you look at this government right now, and there's no wonder your fucking eggs are almost $8 a fucking dozen, and your gas is probably going to end up going up to like $4 by summer. I guarantee you that shit's going to be up to $4 or $5. Look at the people who are running this damn shit show. It's absolutely fucking absurd. So we don't need another party. We need a whole new government. Period. This government isn't working. This federalized government isn't working anymore. This is absolutely the epitome of insanity. And that's just to say the least. So the sheer fact that I would give any of these people, and like I said, it's almost like the Pied Piper. People picking these political parties saying, this guy, that guy, this guy, that guy. No doubt the Republicans look more sane, but that's not saying much because the Democrats are completely fucking insane. But let's be real, there's a better strategy than what the fucking Republicans offer. There really is. And it wouldn't take more than people just getting together, sitting down, discussing it, finding out what works, what doesn't work. You could have universal health care without having government socialized taxed health care, and it would be of a higher quality. There's a formula to get back to if we could just sit down, hash out what's not working in the healthcare system, hash out where all this freaking these needless regulations, these frivolous regulations, these frivolous fucking lawsuits here, find out where all this money is going and these charities. If we sit down, we come together, we talk to the professionals that practice in the fucking business right now, the ones that are not bought by Big Pharma, of course, then we could probably get a much friendly healthcare system. You talk about the border wall. We really don't need a border wall. All we need to do is find out, why are the immigrants coming over here? Why are they trying to seek asylum in this country? We fix that, and then we fix the immigration crisis. You know what I'm saying? We could probably even prosper off of it by doing trade with those countries. But absolutely fucking not. That's not how the government works at all. We could add money to this GDP if we would just get the government out of the way and start investing into our resources in our production. And instead of raising up these little fucking brain dead zombies in these institutions where everything is, oh, this is slave labor, you know. I'm entitled. I'm going to be an internet personality, a fucking SoundCloud rapper, or an Instagram model, or some sort of fucking esport hero, or whatever the shit that they're into right now with their pretendos that they play. Holy crap, if we spent half as much time sitting there trying to discuss solutions, trying to discuss better alternatives, trying to go ahead and be efficient instead of bitching about everything and then blaming everybody, blaming, people who are not a part of the problem. If we spend more time, yeah, it's a discriminatory problem, US of KKKA and all the bullshit that Obama brought in, we'd probably be in a lot better position, but we're probably never going to get there. The Democrats that say Biden is great, but they never can counter his underwater approval ratings. That's even lower in reality. Oh, absolutely. And it's funny, the sheer fact that these people have a fucking platform on YouTube, while people like me get suspended, while people like me or Alex Jones or various other people who have warned you this little idiocracy that's taken place. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's all I could sit there and say. It's an absolute clusterfuck. So don't expect anything to get fixed. Everybody's like, oh, playing the long game. But like I said, I guarantee you that fucking Biden isn't mentioning anything about Chinese spy balloons or, the rising cost of prices, his inflation, which isn't his inflation necessarily. It's been going on since Obama, and it's probably going on before that with the fucking his colleagues inflating the goddamn economy into fucking oblivion for fucking decades now with the Nazi Pelosi. The reason why our economy is falling off a goddamn cliff is because we had all these California politicians running the country with their goofy, they can't even run a state. And we're going to sit there and say, oh, well, we need 800 years of Nazi Pelosi, and what are we going to get 800 years of Kevin, both from the same state? Makes absolutely no sense. So, yeah, I think I've moved past sitting there and just, throwing my support around, expecting the Republicans to do anything. At this point in time, the Republicans will say something stupid and take a stupid position, and then the Democrats will look at them and say, hold my beer, I'm about to say something even fucking dumber than the Republicans just said. And that's it. My best advice is just take a look at the laws that are being passed down. Go ahead. If you agree with them, then, throw support behind whoever your representative is. And if you don't agree with them, make sure you call and let them know that you don't agree with this position. Because at this point in time, we might as well as govern our fucking selves, and complete anarchy may as well take over. Because we can't do any worse than what they're doing right now. So anyways, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I figured I would go ahead and get a video on it. You people tell me what you think. You like, sub, do the shit YouTube tells me to do to get over. And for now, I'm out.